Hey, good evening, and welcome to the Wild Cardinal Network. This is Tony Madsen, and we are on hand tonight in Loxley, Alabama, to call the St. Michael boys varsity baseball game against Satsuma. Now, this is a region game for the boys baseball team, and they are first region game for them that I can tell. We're going to try to bring up Coach Bez after the game is over and do a quick recap of the season. So stay tuned to that after the game. But again, welcome to the Wild Cardinal Network as we're getting ready for Satsuma this evening here in Loxley. And we have a wrong one. Let me get you up here. We do have a batting tonight. And the positions, we will be the home team tonight, so we will be, it looks like I'm trying to tell, home team, of course, bats at the bottom of the inning, but it sure looks like the boys are lined up. But in any case, here is the lineup for tonight. Batting first will be Ali Deese, and he's playing center field today. Batting second will be number 11, Charlie Williamson, play out of right field. Number 13, Cam Kerbel, he's batting third, and he's also playing third base. Cleanup tonight is number 14, Jonah Daughtery, and he comes off of first base for us. And Noah Mosley batting fifth, he's our catcher. Grady Skipper is our designated hitter, for Zach Buss, our pitcher tonight. And then Wright Williamson playing shortstop, he is batting seventh. Batting eighth is Evan Brewer off of second base. And then your final up to bat tonight will be Bryce Morgan out of left field. And as far as the field and how it looks for the Cardinals tonight, again, if you take a quick look, we've got Mr. Mosley, Noah Mosley, playing catcher for us tonight, and I believe he's a freshman, if I'm not mistaken. Our pitcher tonight is number 33, Zach Buss. At first base, we have Jonah Daughtery. At second base, Evan Brewer. At third base, Cam Kerbel. Shortstop is Wright Williamson, and left field, Bryce Morgan. Right field will feature Charlie Williamson to begin the night, and center field will be Ali Deese. And Ali Deese also pitches for the Cardinals. He will be pitching on Friday. I spoke with him today. He's not pitching tonight, of course. If you noticed, Zach Buss is pitching for us tonight. We've got 4 cameras set up this evening, but it's only me, to be honest with you. So we don't have a lot going on as far as being able to zoom in and everything like that, but I do have a camera behind the base. I notice it's a little bit crooked. I'll try to get down there and straighten that out. And then we've got a camera also off into far down the line as far as right field. Got one right off of the back of first base, and then one off of third base as well. I wanted to put one way down in center field, but that fence was too high, and I didn't have anything to get the camera over it, and you can't really shoot through it. You can already see. I got to go down and fix that Mevo camera and see if we can't get that straightened out for you. It's not only is it crooked, but I got a piece of fence in there for you. So we will get started in just a minute. Give me just a moment to step away, fix that camera, and we will be right back again with Cardinal Baseball. Okay, so perhaps not perfect, but much better. We don't have the fence in the view, and I can zoom in and out with that remotely to a degree. And so I can get all the three bases on there for us, and we'll go from there. Again, it's just me up here tonight, so don't expect a lot of, there won't be much as far as instant replays, stuff like that. We'll just call the game. We're just happy to be here with the boys baseball team. This is the first baseball game we did this year for the Wild Cardinal Network. It's difficult to get out here, and we want to make sure that everything is working good with our network as well. So far, it seems good. If you know my phone number and you see a problem, I'm checking the live broadcast right now, and you see any kind of problem and you know my phone number, please text me and I'll try to fix it. We are streaming right now, I can tell, and so we're up and running, and we'll just go with that. Good enough. Again, that is Zach Buss pitching for the Cardinals tonight. Top of the first inning. Let me see if I can't get a scoreboard up here for you. Lock that into place. And again, top of the first, 0-0. I'll do the best that I can to stay on top of the pitch count. I've already fallen behind this guy's pitch count, so I won't put it up there. I'm not positive what it is. Didn't get back to my seat in time. But there's a strike, and that would be a strike out for out number one, and for Zach Buss. Let's see. There's an out. There we go. All right, again, top of the first, one out, second batter here. As Zach Buss lines up, sends it across, and that's going to be a strike. Tipped it a little bit, so foul ball, strike one. And this is, let's see if I can find, I do have the lineup. It looks like he might have just knocked it off of his toe, maybe his ankle. The batter for see if I can find out what his name is. I'm sorry, I don't have first names for Satsuma. D. Kapua, number 17. Looks like he plays third base for Satsuma. And again, a little bit of a tip foul ball went right into maybe his foot or his ankle. So we're slowed up right now, but that'd be one strike, no balls. Swing inside of the third base line. So Mr. Kapua gets a single. He's going to get a double out of it as the throw comes in to Wright Williamson at shortstop to hold up the runner. So number 17, D. Kapua for Satsuma with a nice hit. Just came right inside of the third base line on that. So we got a man on second. Let me get back to the thing here. We'll clear that. Man on second, one out. Top of the first inning. We had a strikeout for the first batter up, and there is a ball for the third batter is Mr. Crenshaw for Satsuma. He plays center field. We got a steal over towards third, and they're going to call him safe, it looks like. So the man advances to third base on a steal. And I think that was a ball. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Got a man on third, the second batter for Satsuma. Got himself a double, stole third base. There's another ball, 3 balls, no strikes, if I got my count right. This is Mr. Crenshaw for Satsuma out of center field. Zach Buss lines up. That's a strike. Strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Don't forget the man on third. That's going to be tip foul, so that's going to be a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, man on third. Zach Buss faces a full count here. Keeping his eye on third base. There's a ball that got loose. It's going to be called off as it is going to be a ball and the batter walks. So a man on first, man on third. And the cleanup batter for Satsuma comes up to the plate, Mr. B. Coleman. Plays second base. I'm sorry, shortstop, pardon me. There's a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Man on first, man on third. Second ball. As Zach falls behind on the count and has men at first and third. Keeps his eye on both of them. Ball 3. Three balls, no strikes for the cleanup batter for Satsuma, number 7, B. Coleman. Their shortstop swings and hits into left field. Going to bring a man across. They're going to get the guy at second. He's out. So they got their second out of the night, but a run is going to score out of third. All right, so there's your situation. As we're in the top of the first inning, 2 outs for the Cardinals. 1 run scored by Satsuma and a man on first base. And our freshman picture, Zach Buss, wants to keep that man as close to first base as he can. He's had 1 stolen base on him so far today, the guy that got from second to third. There's a ball. Ball 1. And this is the 5th man up for base for Satsuma. Their first baseman, number 11, Jay May. Zach goes back to first base. Lines up, swings, goes way into center field. Ollie Deese lines up, gets underneath it, and makes the catch for the 3rd out. So the inning is over. with Ali Deese's catch right there in center field. But the damage is done as far as one inning or one run in the first inning there. And inning 2. Bottom of the first inning. 1-0. Satsuma is up. It's a Thursday night here in Loxley. This is considered our home field for the moment until we have a facility built out at St. Michael, which we hope is soon. So the baseball team for the last 8 years that they've been in existence has kind of wandered around a little bit. Last year had a tough time finding games to play at any kind of a home field advantage at all. So this year there's a lot brighter future to the baseball program this year. Now, Coach Hunter did a great job last year, don't get me wrong. He had very little to work with, and again, difficulty getting games and home field advantage, there was none, that kind of thing. And then we hired Coach Bezzaretti, Peter Bezzaretti. He comes in with a lot of experience, came from Robertsdale, and he put these guys to work, and then he also put in just a ton of work himself. I spent a lot of time in the press box this spring just setting up things for the soccer matches and things such as that. And then you saw him last fall as well after they hired him. He was setting up batting cages. He's got a pitching mound made out there. So he's working hard and doing what he can to get the boys prepared. Again, our fielding positions tonight we're up to bat. Pardon me. Batting first tonight be Ali Deese, number 7. Out of center field, Charlie Williamson will out of right field to be on deck. Cam Kergable, our third batter, and then Jonah Daughtery is batting cleanup tonight. So we're waiting for the first pitches from Satsuma this evening as they're warming up for their first time. Just the bottom of the first inning here. Thursday night game in Loxley. It's a nice evening here. It's overcast, about 75 degrees. It's a little bit humid, a little bit warm right now, but 75 degrees and overcast makes for a nice evening, actually. Just a slight breeze across the way to keep things cooled off. And nice for the players. Again, number 7, Ali Deese out of center field, coming to bat for your Cardinals. A little musical interlude there to get Ali fired up. First batter for the Cardinals. Takes a swing and a miss for a strike. Ali with a hit, goes out into center field. The center fielder's trying to get underneath it, and he does make the catch. It looked like it might fall in there for a moment, but it really just kind of hung up there and gave the center fielder time to come underneath it. And I believe the center fielder for Satsuma is number 10, Mr. Crenshaw for Satsuma. So that's one out. For the Cardinals. Bottom of the first. Second batter is up. It's a high pop-up. And they catch by the pitcher. So Charlie Williamson pops out, and that is 2 down for the Cardinals. Cam Kergable, third batter, plays third base for the Cardinal. I wish I had some stats for you and things such as that. I went into Max Preps, but that's not really well kept up for us. And I didn't have time to get with Coach Daughtery or Coach Bezzaretti before the game. So we'll see if we can't get him to come up here and just kind of give us a recap on how the players are doing so far this year. Here's Cam Kergable. 1 ball. There he's a swing. And It's going to get past the second baseman as Cam's going to round first and head towards second. Nope, he decides a little bit better. He's going to stop at first and hold right there. Oops, I cleared the outs. I didn't mean to do that. There's 2 outs. Man on first base. That's Cam Kerbel out there on first base. And this is Jonah Daughtery, our first baseman, and our cleanup hitter, batting fourth. 2 down, man on first. Watches that one go by for a ball. Pitch comes in, and then Cam was already on the move, headed across there, but that's going to be out at first base for Jonah Daughtery, and that is going to retire the inning. So we'll head to the top of the first. With the Cardinals down by 1 run after that inning. Top of the second, pardon me, but after that inning, we're down by 1. We still have number 33 out there, Zach Buss, as our pitcher. And you see the fielding lineup there as left field. We have Bryce Morgan, Ollie Deese in center field, Charlie Williamson in right field. Cam Kerbel got that hit in the first inning there. He's at third base for us. Wright Williamson at shortstop. Evan Brewer is our second baseman. Jonah Daughtery at first base. Mr. Mosley, I believe he's a freshman, at catcher, and Zach Buss. Let's take a quick look. Our catcher, Noah Mosley, he is in 11th grade. Pardon me, he's a junior. Zachary Buss is a freshman. So Noah Mosley, a junior. We have several seniors on the squad, including Ollie Deese, Bryce Morgan. One more, I thought. There he is. Jonah Daughtery is a senior. I didn't realize he was a senior. Let me clear that out for you. And let's get going with the bottom of the second as Zach throws one. It's a high pop-up. It looks like Wright Williamson is going to get underneath it at shortstop, and he does. That was a high ball. Hung up there for a long time, but it cleared by Wright Williamson for the first out for the Cardinals. Got Wright and Charlie Williamson out there. They're juniors for the Cardinals. There's the first pitch, and it is a ball. And number 9 for Satsuma is KJ Austin. It's going to take a swing and a miss for a strike on that. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. Swing and a foul. 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Zach gets ahead on the pitch count here. Zach's pitch is going to be outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, the Gators are a region opponent for us. There's a strike, and he struck him out. 3 strikes. And a strikeout. For Zach Buss. 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. First pitch is going to be low and outside for a ball. And number 6 is M. Summerall for Satsuma. He's their catcher. Takes a second ball. Called that a strike. Strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike. And it's Mr. Sullivan for Satsuma. Whoa, that was a breaking ball. Came across there. It's going to go foul for the second strike. It's a nice pitch right there. Swing and a miss. He's going to strike him out. 2 strikeouts, and that ends the top of the second as they are retired. It's going to be bottom of the second inning. The Cardinals are down by 1 run. Again, Satsuma, a region opponent for us tonight. 4A Area 1. So important game when it comes to the postseason. Again, I'm trying to get a good word over to Coach Bezzaretti at some point in time in the game. See if he can't come up here after the game. I'm sure he's got a few minutes though that he's going to want to talk to his players and stuff like that. But if we can stick around and get him, we will. And we're going to catch up on the St. Michael baseball season. All right, we had 4 batters go across for the Cardinals in the first inning. No runs, though, but we're going to start out with our number 5 batter, Noah Mosley. He'll approach the plate in just a moment. He's our catcher. Number 23, that junior, Noah Mosley. And then on deck behind him is our designated hitter, number 27, Grady Skipper. And Wright Williamson, the 3rd batter, behind him. Again, I got a couple of cameras up here, but they're stagnant since it's only me out here. And if I get an opportunity to catch a play at third base or something like that, I got a camera there, and then I got one way deep as well. I don't even know why I got that one there so deep. I should be looking at center field. I may go find a different view for that camera at some point in time because it's not that helpful. We already got one down here, right here on first base, as we can see. Noah Mosley, our catcher, approaching the plate. First pitch, bottom of the second. Takes a good swing, drops right in front of left field. He's going to get a single out of that. So Noah Mosley's going to reach first base on a nice single. 1 pitch, and he's on base. Up next, we got Grady Skipper approaching the base. He's our designated hitter. Batting 6th in the lineup. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Swing, and he got a hold of it. It's going to pop up. It's going to go to right field and get caught. Fly ball out for Grady Skipper. 1 out. So 1 out, man on first. And Wright Williamson, number 12, approaches the base for St. Michael. And he pops one out way into center field. The center fielder doesn't have much of a problem with it, though. And that will be 2 outs.
Up to bat number 5, Evan Brewer.
And Noah Mosley still on first base. And up comes number 5, Evan Brewer. Plays second base for the Cardinals. He's got a man on first and 2 outs. See what he can do. Mr. Hicks from the Satsuma Gators, their pitcher, trying to keep Mr. Mosley on first base honest. There goes Evan. He's got to pop up into center field as well. They're keeping the center fielder busy, but he catches it. So that'll be 3 down. And we'll go into top of the 3rd inning. Satsuma High School up 1-0 now. And we have gone through 8 batters for St. Michael. And no runs to show for it yet. And I'll try to keep an eye open here to see if anybody gets switched out. But this was the starting lineup. And I don't see anybody different out there. Wait, number 8. No, that's Bryce. He's headed over there. He's just a little bit late. Number 13. It seems like everybody's the same here as we go into the 3rd inning. Zach Buss is still pitching. Jonah Daughtery at first base. Evan Brewer at second base. Wright Williamson at shortstop. And Cam Kerbel at third base. There's your infield along with catcher Noah Mosley. Your outfield, you've got Charlie Williamson in right field, Ollie Deese in center, and Bryce Morgan in left field. And it's nice to have a little bit of music and entertainment and a break in the crowd. They've got an announcer to help with them tonight. So a little bit of home field advantage here, even though we're in Loxley. Now, number 44 is their 9th batter in the lineup, listed as C. Brinkman. Plays right field. Wow, he got an inside pitch on that, but he took it, and that's going to hit my fence and my camera. Nope, didn't. High and back, and Noah just can't get to it in time. It wasn't quite high enough for him. Couldn't get underneath it, but strike 1 for Mr. Brinkman. Strike 2 for Zach as he gets ahead on the pitch count. He's going to throw it outside there, though. 2-1, 2-1. First batter, 3rd inning for Satsuma. It's going to be outside, too. Oh, they called it a strike. I'm sorry, I didn't see him. That's strike 3, and he's going to retire that gentleman. Zach Buss with another strikeout and 1 out. Top of the 3rd. Now Zach is a freshman for St. Michael. Gets a strike on the 2nd batter as they reach the top of the order. And their number 1 got a hold of it. It's going to be a high fly ball into right field as Charlie Williamson gets underneath it and snaps it. Out number 2 for the Gators. So Charlie Williamson with the grab there in right field. And they're on to their 2nd in the batting order is Mr. D. Kapua, their shortstop. He had a real good hit there in the 1st inning and responsible for their 1 run so far. Strike 1. And Zach is pitching pretty well here through the first 3 innings. He's got 3 strikeouts. That's outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 1 strike, pardon me. Strike 2, I was just going to see. That looked like a really good pitch to me. Unless it was high, I didn't see anything wrong with it. Oh, there's another good pitch. He's going to send him off. Oh, he called that a ball. I thought that was a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, this is number 17, D. Kapua, their shortstop for Satsuma. And that's going to be a ball. He's going to get a full count now. Let's see what Zach can do. We saw he had a good hit first inning. Oh, and he gets another one. He sent it off in the same direction as did before, but foul inside the third base line. So Zach with a full count. 3-2, another foul ball off to the left. So he's ahead of these pitches. His first nice hit, it actually just skirted inside of the third base, so he's ahead of the pitches. There he swings and he retires him. That's the end of the inning. Nice job by Zach Buss as he 2 strikeouts in that inning. 1 pop out to Charlie Williamson. And we're going to go into the bottom of the third. Still down 1 run. That stubborn 1 run from the first inning. And that, again, that came from Mr. Kapua, the shortstop, as he got on base with just skirted over the third base line. Got him to second base on a double, and then he stole third base and was able to get in from there. And that's your score. 1-0, bottom of the third. Again, here we're here in Loxley, which is considered our home field. And a pretty good crowd, actually. A couple dozen people followed us over here to Loxley this evening. Miss Deese is here. Nice to see. And as we look for number 8 to be the next batter up in the lineup, that is Bryce Morgan, batting number 9 for us. So we'll start over with Ali Deese on deck. Again, the Gators are a region opponent for the Cardinals, 4A Area 1, so there are playoff implications to the game. As Bryce Morgan approaches the plate. And in between innings next time, I'll try to straighten that. I know it's a little bit crooked down there, but hard to get a camera mounted on a fence. Okay, here comes Bryce Morgan. Bottom of the third, pitch 1. Fouled it right back into the catcher. Strike 1. That's going to be a ball. This is high and outside. Oh, that's going to be a nice strike right there as it came right down the middle. Strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Bryce. He's the first batter of the third inning for us. There he swings, and he's going to get a over the benches foul ball and off towards the parking lot. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes for Bryce. Another foul ball. Going to keep the count the same. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bryce Morgan batting 9th. Looking for Ali Deese on deck in the top of the order for the Cardinals. Oh, a swing and a miss by Bryson. That's going to put him back to the dugout with a strikeout.
At number 7, Ollie Dees.
1 out. And Ali Dees at the plate. Ball 2. There's a swing as he takes it to the shortstop. It's going to be thrown over to first base, and he's going to be a little bit short of that, and he is out at first. 2 outs now for the Cardinals, bottom of the 3rd. Set to play 7 innings. And number 2 in the lineup for us is number 11, Charlie Williamson. Out of right field. Takes a strike on his first. Strike 2. Swing and a miss on that one. And a swing and a miss on strike number 3. And Charlie heads for the dugout. And that is 3 outs for the Cardinals. And we will go into the top of the 4th inning with the Satsuma Gators up to bat. And let me try to straighten that camera out one more time. All right, a slight adjustment to the camera, and we'll see how long that lasts. Usually until the next foul ball into the fence. I've got it on the post, but the post is connected to the fence. Again, I don't see any changes to the lineup as I look out onto the field, and so we should see the same players. Zach Buss is going to be outside, a left-handed batter here. And you'll have to pardon me if I missed that first pitch. If I did. There's going to be a swing. That's going to go foul. Way down left, outside of the park. Way down the left side. And over the fence. Strike 1. See if I can catch the hand signals here. As far as I know, it's 1-1 is the count. There's a swing and a miss. Oh, see, I missed that first pitch. Was a strike. Pardon me, I did miss that. So that's an out, a strikeout for Zach Buss. Top of the 4th. 1 out. Zach Buss at the plate. There's a hit. Goes off, and it's going to stay fair over into left field. Runner's going to advance to second, and he's going to hold there. As Bryce Morgan in left field had to run that ball down, get it into second base, and hold the runner right there. So you got a man on second and one out. Zach throws it in. That looked like a strike to me. He's going to call it a ball. Wines pitches, gets it back off into left field again, out by Bryce Morgan, but the second base runner is going to score at home. Hold the runner at first, but they are going to get a run. Got a man on first base, one out, and now 2 runs scored for Satsuma. Cardinals have gone through the lineup and a couple of batters off the top of their lineup with no runs yet through the 3 innings. Satsuma scored in the first, scoreless in the second and third inning, but they got one here in the fourth. One out, man on first base. There's going to be a pop-up. Looks like it's going foul. Did go foul. Unable to catch it, though, over there behind first base as Jonah Daughtery headed all the way over there but couldn't get to it. And there's a swing, and it gets by Cam Kerbel at third base. It's going to advance the batter from first to second. One out. Runners on first and second base. And approaching the base is KJ Austin. He's their right fielder, and he bats 7th in the lineup for them. Now you've got apparently a timeout called. Timeout called. I'm not sure by whom. Might have been St. Michael, I guess, as they headed out to the mound. So some discussion with Zach Buss at pitcher, along with, Noah Mosley, the catcher. Kind of shore things up as we're in the 4th inning. We got 2 people on base right now and 1 out. The Cardinals don't want to see anything get away from them here. If we can hold them to this 1 run in the 4th inning, it sure would be nice. But just 1 out. Zach has a job in front of him to get out of this inning. Ooh, that's going to be a ball high and outside. Again, number 9 is KJ Austin out of right field for Satsuma. 1-0 count. Oh, and that thought about going to second base, Zach did, but pulled it back in again. comes Zach again. It's going to be a bunt right towards Zach. Oh, it's just a short. And he's going to get past it. They're not going to call interference or anything on that as the ball came a little bit. They're going to score one. The guy on second's going to score. They're going to catch people at second and third base here. But they did get one across. So 3-0 now. Top of the fourth inning. And you've got runners on second and third. Bringing the field in. Coach Bezzaretti asked everybody to take a few steps in as far as the infield. I'm not sure why. Scared of a bunt. There's he swings. It's going to go way out into center field. Caught, though. Second out, going into, and they're going to get him. It looks like out. Yes, they did. They got him. Nice job by Noah Moses right there, and a really nice throw in from center field off of Ollie Deese. Wow. Nice play right there for the Cardinals. As things could have got out of hand right there, but they pulled it out. Damage is done, though, with 2 runs in the fourth inning. Now it's going to be the bottom of the fourth, and we're down by 3 runs. Again, lucky to get out of that inning with just the 2 runs from the fourth inning there. But a real nice play from Ollie Deese as the ball comes in and Noah Moses catches the runner as he tries to get home. We needed that play, actually, as things just kind of felt like if they got a couple of more runs right there, the game might get out of hand. But we'll approach the fourth inning, bottom of the fourth inning, as St. Michael, the batting lineup, will look for, I believe it's Wright Williamson will start the batting for us. Number 12. No, I'm misremembering. Last inning, coming up to base is number 13, Cam Kerbel. Third base for the Cardinals. As the Gators, again, a region opponent for the Cardinals tonight, so playoff implications to this game. Want to do the best we can to get a win here and improve the postseason. We'd like to see one of the students or somebody here show up. Got a nice crowd, though. Here in Loxley, our home field for your Cardinals. As the wind seems to have picked up just a little bit, but it's not going to bother him at all. Cam Kerbel up to bat. Bottom of the fourth inning. There you see the batting lineup. Cam Kerbel, Jonah Daughtery, and Noah Mosley on tap. Cam takes a ball right there, a little bit on the inside with that pitch. He's going to swing and miss on that one, though. He's got a little bit ahead of that. Kind of chased it a little bit as it was a little bit high and outside. There's another swing and the miss. That was a nice pitch, actually, right there. It came right down the middle. Just got himself a little bit behind it. 2 strikes now. 1 ball for Cam. Oh, and he hits it. Way inside towards his hands on that, but it's going to come across from the third baseman from Satsuma is going to get him out at first base. So 1 out for the Cardinals as Jonah Daughtery, batting 4th for the Cardinals, steps up to the bag. I guess the bag is a player mound, isn't it? Steps up to the plate. Been doing more than one sport here recently, and There it goes. He gets it in between the first and second baseman. And Jonah is going to get on first base with a nice, solid hit into right field. And Noah Mosley approaches home plate. Our junior catcher hoping to advance Cam and get on base himself as we're down by 3. The bottom of the 4th inning. And there the ball got passed. That'll be a ball and a stolen base for Jonah Daughtery. And the count is 1-0 for Noah Mosley, pardon me. Second pitch, he gets a hold of it. He's going to get out to center field. The center fielder is going to have to run to get underneath it, but he does, and he's going to get the ball into the shortstop to keep Jonah Daughtery right there on second base. So that's 2 outs now for the Cardinals, and you've got Jonah Daughtery stuck out there on second base. Grady Skipper, number 27, takes a strike. Count is 0-1. 2 outs and a runner at second. Outside as Grady watches that one go by. Ball 1. Right back at the pitcher. The pitcher gathers it up and a throw to first base. We're going to get Grady out at first base, and that's going to retire the inning with no runs scored for the Cardinals. We're going to go into the top of the 5th inning, down 3 runs. Or something to get y'all a game, but it's going along well so far. And again, we've got 3 cameras out there, but all of them are just sitting there, just staring at things. And so all I can do is kind of change the perspective for you once in a while. I do have one down here, this third base line, just off the third base. Yeah, one right off of first base, and one further down the first base line. And then, of course, behind home plate. first pitch of the 5th inning gets by the catcher for a ball. Number 44 for Satsuma is Seed Brinkman. Plays left field. Ball 2. As that came straight down the pipe, so it must have been low. There's a hard throw down the center for a strike right there. As Zach put a fastball right down the center of the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. There's another fastball. They're going to call that low, though. They're going to give him a full count. That's not a full count. 3 balls, 1 strike. And the umpire, if anybody else notices, did not put up hand signals very often for what the count is. Now, he will because it's a full count here, I hope. 3 balls, 2 strikes. There he goes, finally. Not a real clear signal, though. That was their 9th batter in their lineup as they're going to start the top of their order again as Mr. Bird, number 1, plays second base for him. His first bat, he gets a hold of it. Goes way out to right field. Bryce Morgan gets underneath it, though, and makes the catch. He kind of wound himself around a couple of times trying to keep an eye on that ball, but he gets it. Out number 2 in the top of the 5th inning. Nobody on base. Looking for Zach to finish out the 5th inning here. And if I was a smart guy, I'd be keeping track of his strikeouts. I know he's got at least 4. It's a fastball. Looked like right down the pike, and it's a called strike. The the batter didn't believe that was a strike, but I sure thought it was. So did the referee. That's what we got. Umpire. I'm calling him a referee. He's an umpire. Pardon me. And that's going to be a ball. It's going to fall inside and a little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, the first man at the top of the order for Satsuma. Sorry, he's the second man in their lineup, number 17, Mr. Kapua. That's going to be foul. It looks like it's going over towards the right side. Jonah is underneath it. Oh! Gets out of his glove, though. So that's going to be a strike. So no balls and 2 strikes. I'm almost thinking I missed a pitch in there, doggone it. Maybe a ball. Actually, I think it was low, but looking for that signal from the umpire again, and I'm not getting it. We're going to go with 0-2 the count. As Mr. Kapua is going to get a ball right there as it's going to be low and outside. Takes a little bit of a bounce as well. I'm going to call it 1-2. I may be off on my pitch count. I'm still looking for a umpire signal. Oh, and Mr. Kapua gets a hold of it out towards center field. Ali gets underneath it, though, and makes the catch, and that's the end of the inning. Retires it as Ali Deese didn't have to move far, moved about 5 steps to the left and underneath the ball, and retires Mr. Kapua and the Satsuma Gators. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning, still bound by 3 runs, though. And we're looking for Grady Skipper, if I remember right, was out at first base. Anyway, Grady Skipper was the last batter up, so we're looking for Wright Williamson, number 12, to bat for the Cardinals here to start the bottom of the 5th inning. Wright and his brother Charlie, juniors here at St. Michael, fixtures on the baseball team the last 3 years, and of course prior to that, a little basketball for us as well. And after spending a little bit of time out at St. Michael, I can tell you the Williamson brothers are a pair of nice young men as well. And we'll wait for Charlie here to step up to the plate and start the 5th inning for the Cardinals as we're down by 3 runs. We got 3 more at bats as we're looking at 7 innings tonight. First pitch, he's going to call it a strike. Looked a little bit inside to me, but must have got that corner. Second ball, Charlie gets a hold of it. It's going to come up, and it's probably going to hit the roof of this building I'm in. But no, actually goes over the back and towards the Coke stand. 2 strikes now for Wright. Takes another one, going to go to the same place, up and over the backstop for a foul. 2 strikes for Wright Williamson. Hits the ball. It's going foul again, though. It's going off to the right here. The first baseman is underneath it, and he grabs it. The first baseman is able to grab it for the Satsuma Gators, and that'll send Wright Williamson back to the dugout. Evan Brewer, our second baseman, approaches home plate. He's got 1 out at the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's his first pitch. Grabs it, sends it down towards shortstop, gets past the shortstop bouncer. It's going to be a single, as Evan is going to end up on first base. 1 pitch, and he's on base. Just kind of hopped a little bit right in front of the shortstop for the Gators and got up over the top of his glove and past him. Keeps Evan at first base, though, as their right fielder did a good job backing up the shortstop, was right there to grab the ball behind him and keep Evan at first base. Otherwise, he had a shot going towards second, but held there. We got 1 out. That's the strike foul. And this is number 10. And I have Coach Bezzaretti's lineup in front of me, and there is no number. Oh, I'm sorry, Braden Smith. Pardon me. Thank you, Coach. Braden Smith up to bat. Swings towards that shortstop. He's going to get us out at second, though, looking to turn a 2. Grabs it as he hits into a double play, and that will clear the inning. Going to the top of the 6th, still down 3 runs. And that camera down there got just a little bit crooked again on me there. It's not too bad, though. So we're going into the top of the 6th inning now, down 3 runs. And I'm trying to see if they changed out anybody out in the outfield there before I put that graphic up again, see if number 10 might have come in for anybody. But it looks like everybody's the same. The only person, Ollie's in there at center. There's Bryce. So everybody looks the same. It looks like they just sent in a substitute hitter there in Bryce Morgan for that 1 hit. Unless he is now pitching. He is. We have number 10, Braden Smith. Pardon me, I called it Bryce Morgan. Braden Smith, number 10, as he hit into that double play. But now he is at the pitcher's mound for the Cardinals. So Zach Buss pitches 5 innings for the Cardinals, but gives up 3 runs. I'm going to say he had 5 strikeouts. I might be just a little bit wrong on that, but he pitched well for us. If we could have just kept those 3 runs down, we had 2 really good hits from Satsuma. But otherwise, a nice night for Zach. And I'm checking again. According to YouTube, we have an excellent connection, although we have gone from 9 viewers down to 5. Where did you all go? Top of the 6th, first pitch, as Satsuma's left-hander is up to plate. Braden Smith, his second pitch. Looks like a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Three balls, no strikes. And that's Mr. Crenshaw. Plays center field for the Gators. There's a strike right down the middle as the gentleman just stood and watched it. But with 3 balls on the clock, I don't know that that's what I would have done as well. And it's Mr. Crenshaw, their center fielder. Oh, and that's going to send him to first base, ball 4. He's got a man on first base. That's Mr. Crenshaw. You're looking at number 7, unless they've substituted out, and they did not. Mr. Coleman plays shortstop. And I didn't give him an error that last inning there as Jonah got on base. But it's possible. There's strike 1. Oh, a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Okay, we got a new pitcher out there. That's Braden Smith. As the first 5 innings were pitched by Zach Buss. Zach Buss is a freshman. Oh, there's a pop-up. It's going to be off to the right-hand side, and it just out of bounds. Just on the other side of the fence. Jonah Daughtery not able to get a hold of it as the fence got in the way. So 2 strikes, no balls for Mr. Coleman of the Gators. Braden Smith on the mound for the Cardinals. He's got a 3-run deficit. Two strikes. Comes a pitch. Oh, it's going to call that inside for a ball. I was waiting for that ball to break across the middle. It never did. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Two balls and 2 strikes. That was almost a slow motion kind of play there. The ball just kind of dropped in. Counts 2-2. Braden Smith goes to first base. Doesn't catch him, though. As he breaks over to Jonah Daughtery at first base. Keep the runner as close as he can. No outs, runner on first. Oh, and there's an errant throw from the catcher as they tried to catch the first. The runner at first went way off for first base on that pitch, but the pitch was or the pass or throw to first base was a little bit wide. Jonah couldn't grab it, and that advances that runner to third. Called ball on that, so this is going to be a full count with a runner at third base now. A little bit of an ill-advised throw by Mr. Mosley out of the catcher there. He thought he could catch him. It was a good idea. But I don't know that the runner was that far off base that I would have attempted that, but Mr. Mosley, if the throw would have been there, might have got him. Oh, and there's going to be got past Mr. Mosley, the catcher, but they're able to get it. It's called ball. We're going to send the guy to first base on 4 balls. No outs. Man at first, man at third. Top of the 6th inning. A little bit of a dire situation building on us here in the 6th inning. Has no outs and 2 men on base. Number 11 for Satsuma up to bat. Mr. May, he bats 5th. He's number 5 in the batting lineup. Plays first base for the Satsuma Gators. Again, a man at first, man at third. Here comes the pitch for Mr. May. Again, Braden Smith. It's our pitcher. There is a swing and a miss. Count 0-1. And hopefully Braden's getting warmed up. He's throwing a little bit better than he did that first few pitches. There's a nice pitch. They're going to try to get that guy. Oh, and he comes back. Let's go. Come on. There you got him. We got the guy as he tried to steal home. Nice job by the catcher as he threw it. Instead of trying to get the runner going to second base, he threw it to the shortstop, fooled the runner at third base into trying to think he could get home, and then back to Mr. Mosley for the first out. I think that was a ball. After all that commotion, we need to put a ball up there. It's 1-1, but the count's 1-1. Man on second base, 1 out now. So again, a nice job by the catcher right there and the shortstop, Wright Williamson. Saved a run from getting in. Counts 1-1. Braden Smith looks it down, sends it in. Strike 2. That was a nice pitch. Braden looking at the runner at second. A little bit outside. That's for a ball. Low and outside. There is got a handle on that one to the second baseman. Throws it to Jonah, grabs him, got him out for the second out of the inning at first base there, but the runner does advance to third. So 2 outs and a runner stranded on the third at the moment. This is Braden Smith's first inning for us. Let's see if he can get out of here without any runs scored. Man on third, 2 outs. Number 2 for Satsuma is T. Hicks, designated hitter. Braden eyes the third base runner. Comes back home. Strike. Caught that outside corner. Left Mr. Hicks looking. Counts 0-1. And if you hear, there's a strike two. And if you can hear in the background, there is another game or a Little League game or practice going on in the field right next to us. Oh, 1-2 is a count. That is going to be, oh my goodness. Oh, and can't get a hold of it. As they're going to allow that to score. I would have thought that bounced off base for a foul ball, but that is going to be the equivalent of a bunt that we couldn't get a hold of, and it's going to get the runner to first and a score for Satsuma. That was just kind of a weird play as the ball just died right in front of the plate. Noah Mosley wasn't able to get to it before the guy on third kind of ran in and confused the issue, and then we weren't able to get the throw off to first base. So we got a runner on first, run scored. 2 outs. Braden Smith on the mound for the Cardinals. Throws it in there, strike one. Two outs, the count's 0-1. Man on first. Peeks over towards first base. Comes back to the home plate. He gets a hold of it. It's going to drop in front of the right field player. That's Charlie Williamson out there. It's going to drop in front of him, and he's going to advance to first and advance the runner to second. So we got runners on first and second, 2 outs. We've been sitting on 2 outs here for a number of batters, though, it seems like. I sure would like to get out of this inning. Man on first, man on second. Number 6 for Satsuma approaches the plate. Let's see who that is. That's M. Sullivan, and he is their catcher. Gets past Noah Mosley way back to the fence, and so the runners advance. Going to be a ball. And we now have runners on second and third. Again, Braden Smith trying to get out of the inning. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Counts 1-1 now. Runners at second, runners at third. 2 outs. There's a swing and a miss for strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now, and 2 outs. Good pitch here. Could put them all back into the dugout. That's what we would like to see. Braden winds. Ooh, it's a nice pitch, but it's high. Ball 2. Two strikes, 2 outs. 1 pitch. Come on, Braden. Braylon Smith, by the way, and he goes back towards second. Kind of a dangerous move. But everybody stays. Count still 2-2. Looking for a good pitch from Braden. Oh, it's going to be high and inside. It's going to get a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 outs. Man on second, man on third. Still looking for that fastball down the middle there, Braden. he hasn't been able to hit those. Surveys the field, comes back to home. Oh, a little bit low. It bounces, and he's going to walk him. Got a guy on first, guy on second, and a guy on third. 2 outs. 2 outs, bases loaded. They're going to send in a pinch runner for their catcher as we wait for that exchange to take place, or that substitution to take place. Number 34 for Satsuma, B. Collin, is on first base for the Gators. And my camera's growing crooked again. And there's a hit right towards second base. Let's see, second base, and he's out. Third out of the inning, drops him down. But the damage is done. They did strand 3 out on bases right there. But we did have one run score, so it's 4-0 now at the bottom of the 6th. We got 2 more chances at bat for the Cardinals, and we need some hits and runs. And it looks like we're starting, if I remember right, Bryce Morgan was the last person up to race, so they'll double checking. But Ali Deese, in the top of the order for the Cardinals, approaches the plate. So Ali Deese will bat first. Charlie Williamson on deck, and Cam Kerbel waiting behind him. A hot bat now from somebody would really be helpful. We're down 4 runs. Again, it's Satsuma, the Gators. They're a 4A Area 1 opponent for us, so a region game. Playoff implications.
Up to bat, number 7, Ollie Dees.
And here comes Ollie. Ollie Deese, Charlie Williamson on deck, and Cam Kerbel right behind him as we start the bottom of the 6th. Here's the first pitch. Ollie goes for a bunt over to third, and the third baseman couldn't gather it up, and he's going to be safe at first. Nice bunt by Ollie.
Up to bat, number 11.
And if I was a coach and I was approaching that third baseman, I'd say, hey, get your glove down on the ground, get both feet, and center yourself over that ball. That's what he did not do. He tried to one-hand it, reach down and grab it. Got away from him, and Ali Deese is on first base. Charlie Williamson, swing and a hit. It's going to go way, way, way deep into left, but it's caught. And Ollie, it was so deep, Ollie thought that he could get away with it. He went too far off of the bag in order to catch up to it. So he's going to remain on first base, and Charlie is going to pop out into left field, pardon me. I'll get my hand straight sooner or later. Here comes Cam, 1 out. Ball 1. Ollie Deese still on first base. Cam Kerbel at the bait. Swing and a miss there, though, as he going to get his first strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Cam wasn't happy with the fact that he swung at that one. It looked a little bit low, but there's a swing and a miss as well as his second strike. He looked to be just a little bit ahead of that one. Got a runner going. Ollie's going, but it's going to be fouled off far to the right-hand side and off the field. And that's going to send Ollie back to first base. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Cam. And they're going to put Ollie back towards first base again, make sure he stays honest. And then Cam comes. 2 strikes now. 1 ball. Swing and a miss. And he acted like maybe the catcher might have missed the ball there, but it's not a problem. Ollie didn't see that either. Everybody stands. And that is a strikeout. So 2 outs now for the Cardinals here at the bottom of the 6th. You got Ollie Deese on first base and Jonah Daughtery, who bats cleanup for us, at the plate. And they're going to put Ollie back towards first base again. They don't want him going towards second. He had a good lead on that foul ball by Cam, but he got back. Had to go back to first. First pitch to Jonah, and he fouls it off to the left towards the third base line. 1 strike. Jonah Daughtery. 0-1, and they go to first base again as he's nervous about Ollie. You got a 4-run lead. I don't know that I'd be that nervous about it, but hey. There he throws it. It's going to be inside for a ball. It looked a little bit like Ollie wanted to steal there. Counts 1-1 on Jonah. He's looking at Ollie again. Ollie makes him nervous, but he goes to the plate. And it's going to be high. Ball 2. And the umpire is just not very animated and doesn't put up signals as much as I would like to see. Oh, swing and a miss. Goes back to keep Ollie at first base, but that is out number 3. I was wondering why he threw it back towards Ollie there. I thought that was third out, and that will retire the inning. We'll go to the top of the 7th now. Down by 4 runs. Let's see what they do as far as pitching there. We had Braden Smith come in for the 6th inning for Zach Buss. And there he is, number 10, is going back out to the mound for the Cardinals. And so pitching. And I'll have to apologize as far as the fielding overlay. If you noticed in the middle there, number 33, that should be number 10, Braden Smith. I don't have an option to add him there. I put things together really quickly, pardon me. So my apologies to Braden Smith, but otherwise everybody else is in the correct positions as far as I can tell. As Mr. Mosley comes back to catcher, and everybody's house heads into position. We're at the top of the 7th. They were playing 7 innings tonight, as far as I know. And number 1 for Satsuma heads to the bag, heads to the plate. That's the top of the order for Satsuma. Not good news for the Cardinals. That's Mr. Bird, who plays second base. First pitch, he gets a hold of it. It's going to go to the Wright Williamson at Shortstop all the way to Jonah and catches him before he gets there. Nice job by Mr. Williamson and Jonah to get him out, the first out of the 7th inning. Now bring up number 17, Mr. Kapua, their shortstop. Ooh, strike there. He checked his swing. But it's a strike. Nicely thrown ball by Braden there. High and outside on that one, though. Counts 1-1. Braden sends it down the middle. A nice strike there. So I thought. The referee doesn't make any kind of motion whatsoever, so I'm assuming that's a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Must have been low. Oh, it almost hit the pitcher with it. It got out of his hand there just a little bit early as he completed his throw. And the batter was lucky to get underneath that one, actually. That'll be 3 balls and 1 strike now. Oh, he gets a hold of that one. It's going to bounce down in front of Ollie Deese in center field, and it's going to stop him at first base. So 1 out, top of the 7th. Braden Smith on the mound for the Cardinals. He now has a runner on first base. The number 3 in the lineup, Mr. Crenshaw, their left-handed batter. He's their center fielder. Looks like he's going to bunt. Braden goes back to first base. Keep the runner honest. On the bag. He's got a nice lead up. Another bunt look again, but he doesn't. There's the throw to second, and they got him. Nicely done. Nice throw as they pick off the steal at second base for the second out of the night. That was a ball. So 1 ball and no strikes to the left-hander. And that man is back in the dugout. Nice job by Mr. Mosley at catcher. That's going to be a ball as well, as a little bit high. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th, nobody on. Right down the middle, but they're going to call it high? I guess. See, the umpire does nothing. So I'm assuming that's a ball. 3 balls and no strikes. Boy, it went right down the middle of the plate, but it must have been high. And then he calls that one a strike, and I was about to say, boy, he walked him. Looked a little bit inside, but he caught that inside of the plate, though, and counts 3-1. Oh, he hits it right towards Jonah. Jonah gathers it up. Nice job by Jonah Daugherty. Grabs it at the bag, takes it over to the first base, and there is your out as they retire the 7th inning. Nicely done. 2 real nice plays there in a row from your Cardinals as Mr. Noah Mosley out of the catcher's position caught the runner stealing second. You had the shortstop, Wright Williamson, come over and grab the ball, flag him out, and send him to the dugout. Nice play there. And then to end the inning, Jonah Daugherty with a very nice grab right as it just squeaked over the inside of the first base line. And Jonah was right there, backhands it, and then gets him at the bag.
Nicely done by Jonah Daughtery. We're going to head to the bottom of the 7th, down by 4 runs. So we need 4 runs or we're all going home. Since it's a region game, I believe they would go into extra innings. Should that happen. But we're going to need a little bit harder strikes or a little bit nicer hits than we've had so far in the game. And it looks as though that is a different pitcher out there, number 2 for Satsuma. I'm not recognizing that yellow glove. Maybe you guys saw that at the beginning. No, he's out. That's the guy that started. I guess that's the first time I kind of noticed the yellow trim or yellow trim to his glove. In any case, same pitcher, Mr. Hicks for Satsuma. And Noah Mosley, your catcher, whom I was just speaking about there, as he was able to tag that steal and get it out to Wright Williamson at shortstop to keep that runner from advancing with a really nice play. Noah comes to the bat. Comes to the plate. We're down 4 runs. And way inside. Almost clipped him. Ball 1. Oh, he gets a hold of it. It's going out towards center right. And it's gathered in by the center fielder. Got a nice deep hit, but fell into the center fielder's glove as he was running towards the right hand of the fielder. So Mr. Mosley is going to head to the dugout. Grady Skipper comes to bat. Grady gets a hold of it. It's going to be high pop-up, though, infield, and the catcher's underneath it and gathers it in for the second out. And here comes Wright Williamson. So we've got 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th, Wright Williamson at the base. Takes an inside, real inside. Has to lean away from it there. First pitch is a ball. Bases are clear. There's a strike. Bases are clear for him. Nobody on. We need Wright to create a rally here like haven't seen in a while. Goes over to third with it. The third baseman, hard throw, catches him at first, and that'll end it. Out number 3. And that is the game. 4-0 for the Satsuma Gators over the Cardinals tonight. As they head out to shake hands against the Satsuma Gators again this evening. And it's a region game, so there are postseason implications to this game. We'll have to see how that all falls out. But the Satsuma Gators are going to get a ride home tonight, victorious over the Cardinals, 4-0. And I was trying to get, again, Coach Bezzaretti's attention, but I think the loss is heavy on his mind. He's heading out to center field to speak with his players. And so we won't bother him, make him wait a long time. He'd have to come all the way up here to the dugout box to speak with us. We won't make him do that. So 4-0, Satsuma over the Cardinals. Tonight, our first baseball game for the Wild Cardinal Network. Not our last, hopefully, but our first one. Hopefully it went off well. We, as I can tell, we actually went all the way through the game without any drops on the internet or anything like that, so good Wi-Fi. Thank you for joining us. Not a great night, not the outcome we were hoping for, But some real good plays I saw out of Mr. Mosley out of catcher. Ollie Deese had a couple nice catches. Jonah Daughtry had a real nice snap there right at first base to retire the seventh inning against Satsuma and stop their little rally they had going. And so some good baseball playing all around for the Cardinals, but a little bit short as they come down 4-0 against the Satsuma Gators. Again, this is Tony Madsen for the Wild Cardinal Network. Thank you very much for joining us. You're watching Cardinal Baseball on the